never doubt. I trust angels who fly away from you. And you told me that we'd never die. Gave me so many reasons why we were meant to be. Then she said no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You should. I've earned the cost and now I've paid it. Oh no, no, no. Oh please don't go. I know my face a memory erasing. Been a few years since I heard your voice, yeah. Lost a few here but it's not by choice, no. Girl, I see your face every day when I look through my phone. Can't delete all these memories, won't leave me alone. Hit my blind side, never saw you coming. You were so wild, both know I was nothing. And I'm nothing now, nothing's changed. You know I'm just the same. Miss you now, but I hope that someday you explain. That one last kiss that they write about, my one last wish you could never doubt. I trust angels who fly away from you. And you told me that we'd never die. Gave me so many reasons why we were meant to be.
Can you hear me now? All right, you should be able to hear me now. Okay. Thank you all. Um, it in the beginning, like it said no mic available, but I thought it was because the intro was playing. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Today is October 17th, 2023, 5:46 p.m. on the East Coast. Thank you all for joining me. This is going to be a relatively short live. I'm just getting the message out. Uh, we have some news in the Michael Monkey Vaughan case. Um, Brandy had sent it to me last night. I was in a chat before she sent it to me last night, and someone said, "Justin, have you heard anything on the case?" That they had saw an article, and then a few hours later, Brandy had actually sent it to me. So we're gonna look over that. The main thing that I want everyone to know is just pray for Brandy, Tyler, and the family, and the prosecutors, law enforcement, all the above. This has been a grueling, you know, challenge to say the least. And, there's going to be some really hard days and weeks ahead if, which is what we all want in these cases, as far as, we expect justice in these cases. But nonetheless, it is grueling for these families that have to not only lose a child, but going through everything, and I mean everything, from the day they go missing till the day justice is served, and then even a lifetime. It's something you never, ever, ever, ever get over. Um, this is coming out of uh, the Argus Observer, and prosecutors on investigation over missing boy. I expect to charge it. Keep praying for justice and closure for Michael Vaughn. And here is uh, our precious Michael Vaughn monkey, Fruitland, Idaho. And I'm going to read this to you. Payette County, the public may soon know a portion of the outcome of law enforcement investigation related to missing Fruitland boy Monkey Michael Vaughn, as the prosecutor does expect to file charges, but has not stated what those might be. Quote, I expect to charge it, but there are a lot of complexities, and I am being careful with that, end quote. Payette County prosecutor Mike Duke told the Argus Observer during a phone call at the end of September. In the last couple days, supporters of Michael's family, have begun to echo what Duke said. This includes an update from administrations on the Facebook page previously dedicated to the information regarding Michael, who was last seen in the neighborhood on July 27th, 2021, when he was only 5 years old. Quote, the recommended charges and reports have gone to the prosecutors and they are waiting for the grand jury, end quote. It reads, quote, it appears charges are forthcoming in the near future. As for Sarah Wandra, she was sentenced on unrelated charges and will be remaining in custody at this time. It is unknown as to whether she is included in the grand jury file, end quote. The Argus Observer has requested for comment pending with Duke related to the statement about the grand jury. On Monday afternoon, an official at the Payette County Courthouse said that there are currently no grand jury hearings on the court calendar. Those hearings are set at the request of the prosecutor, with court officials setting the hearing on the calendar in conjunction with the judge's calendar. The Facebook page dedicated to Michael has had some changes in the past few days, with administrator Brooke Amber posting about those updates on Sunday, stating that they had been discussed with Michael's mother, Brandy Neal, as well. The name of the page has changed to Monkeys Missing Children Project of Idaho. So if you haven't, joined that group, it's called Monkeys Missing Children Project of Idaho. It states that Michael is still priority for the page, but it is now being opened up to, quote, all missing and endangered children in Idaho only. It will include children from Idaho who are believed to have been taken outside of the state for another state believed to be in Idaho. Quote, thank you to all your patience through all this, especially during the quieter times, reads the post. Quote, keep praying for justice and closure for Michael. Now, the suspects previously named, um, currently nobody is in custody or facing charges related to the disappearance of Michael, who was last seen at age 5 near Fruitland, Idaho, in Fruitland, Idaho. Uh, Sarah Wandra, if you were, how could anyone forget that evil witch? But uh, was one of the 4 people initially named by law enforcement officials as suspects in Michael's case, with Wandra rather, once facing a charge for failing to report the death of a person namely Michael. She was the only suspect who had been arrested and ended up going to a state hospital for mental evaluations before heading to court over charges. In March, Wandra was deemed fit for trial, and however, in mid April, the Payette County prosecutor ended up dismissing the charges without prejudice, meaning that it can be brought up to trial again. I know a lot of us was disheartened whenever the charges were dropped, but you know that the prosecutors in the Fruitland Police Department, the Cold Case Foundation, they have done and will see this through. Bet that. Uh, Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff provided his investigation to Duke sometimes in July, having publicity announced he'd done so on the 2-year anniversary of Michael's disappearance. Other suspects previously named include Wandra's husband, Stacy Wandra, as well as Adrian, Lucien, and Brandon Shirtliff, who were said to be living with the couple during Michael's disappearance. Stacy Wandra remains in custody awaiting a federal trial for a GUN charge in a case that is not related to Michael or his wife's GUN case. Now, Sarah Wandra's sentencing, Wandra was sentenced on October 6th for 2 felony charges and unrelated case regarding a firearm. For the first count, aggravated assault with a unalive weapon or instrument, Judge Killey sentenced her to 3 years determined, 2 years indeterminate with the Idaho Department of Corrections and related fees. The second count was for evidence destruction, alteration, and concealment. For that, the judge sentenced Wanderer to no determined time, but 2 years of indeterminate time, given credit for 228 days for already served. Wanderer's overall fines uh, is associated with the case totaling $8,088. A third charge for possession of controlled substance was dismissed on motion of the prosecutor. In this case, Wanderer also faces a federal charge of unlawful possession of a firearm, including the court documents. This is because she had previously been convicted of a Class A felony punishable by a term exceedingly 1 year, namely attempted robbery. A judge trial, a jury trial that for the case is set for December 4th at 1:30 p.m. in the U.S. Courthouse in Boise. A trial readiness conference is slated for November 21st. Um, so they're moving along. They're expecting charges, but they also are moving cautiously. They can't afford at all to jeopardize anything here. This is the Facebook group Monkeys Missing Children's Project of Idaho. And there was something I was wanting to show y'all as well. These are the two that I believe that they are still looking for, Adrian, Lucien, and Brandon Shirtliff. Here is their photos, each of their photos, and they could be somewhere uh, in Ohio, in California as well. Now, if you remember this guy right here, this was the hot tub guy that was in that's okay, Charles. Let me help you out here. Go ahead. So if this is the guy that was in the hot tub, he was drinking, and where was he in Idaho? He wasn't in Idaho, North Dakota or South Dakota? I can't remember. It was one of the Dakotas. I believe that they still need to be. They're still potentially looking for them. I just got here. Did they find Michael, or is this the guys are suspected? These are two of the guys that is suspected, but the prosecutors are planning on charging. Let me put this back up. The prosecutors are planning on, charging. They expect charges in the near future. What I'll do is I will share this. I'll give you the link so you guys can look over it, and hopefully, justice is coming. Brandy and Tyler and the family, prosecutors, Fruitland Police Department, they could all use your prayers right now. I can't imagine. Like, this is a hard one, guys. Yes, Luminous. It was. Yeah. And so that's that. I wanted to bring this finally movement. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? It's been over 2 years. Summer went missing in July of 2021. Monkey went missing. Summer went missing in June 2021. Monkey went missing in July 2021. So, yeah. You don't have a store, Justin. I would be proud to wear and promote you. Oh, thank you, Sweet Toughness. I haven't done a merch store or anything yet. We'll see about it. So, anyways, guys, I will be back probably in about 30 minutes. I scheduled it for 7 o'clock because I wanted to bring this to you. It's it's good that charges are finally coming, and but with those charges, it means the family and others will learn more, I'm sure, and that's got to be extraordinarily hard for Brandy and the family and everyone in general. So please keep them all in your prayers. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes from now. We'll be talking more on the Summer Wells case. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.